It's been great. Like I really think the value of tight integrated connections with customers here has been solid. I think there's been some thoughtful discussions around the future of supply chain, where agentic comes in, how to tie to operational plans moving forward. So I think we've got certainly some traction. We recently announced a partnership with Kinaxis, and we started testing out like the value proposition, the areas of integrated value, and I think we've seen some resounding, at least initial intents and signals of success. I think initially there was a top-to-top alignment across both companies, Workday and Kinaxis. And then as they considered like what is the overall planning process at companies and where are their choke points in place today. And so there's typically two different personas. There's a supply chain or an operations component, and then there's the broader financial planning component, typically in FP&A. And I think the vision was there's importance in integrating those two together to maintain integrity of an overall financial plan, to use the capacity signals that Kinaxis surfaces and ensure you're operating against certain cost constraints or hitting revenue goals and bringing that whole vision together. I think everything is outcomes driven, right? So everything that we do in terms of this partnership is focused on ROI that we're delivering to our shareholders. How fast can we get an intent signal from Kinaxis into supply chain? How fast can we ensure that the plan stays intact, that we've got forecasts, accuracy, et cetera? And I think it's about putting together the right pieces where we're driving jointly toward that measurable value. I think there's a lot of familiarity, right, in terms of the two parties. So I think we naturally have a way to operate with transparency, focused on value and focused on our customers. I think we share the same customer mindset, which is a relentless focus on results, strong passion for what we're doing, and then a really strong innovation arm, right? I think both Workday and Kinaxis, from an agentic standpoint, what we're doing with Agent Factory, rolling out agents collectively, I think there's really nice ties culturally and from an innovation standpoint too. I think we tested out like different scenarios around agentic orchestration. Like where do we use Maestro together? And I think for me, it was like there is an inherent gap between supply chain, the constraints, the capacity that's identified as part of Kinaxis, and tying that into a workforce plan, right? Tying that to what's our headcount responsibility, who should we hire, should we bring in contingent labor to fix the gap? And I think that was the message that we got this week. And it's about both of us coming together, identifying the right customer to co-innovate with, and putting forth those agent factories and those innovation teams together to make things happen on behalf of our customer. I just think it's like the amazing customer base that we both share and that Kinaxis has. It's the most innovative companies in the world that are looking at us to say, drive our innovation path forward, help us figure out how to integrate AI into our workflows today, into actual specific use cases around scenarios. And I think that's been truly incredible.